People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. Today I'm going to give you an update about that brazen robbery that took place in Portmore, where it is said that at least $23.2 million was stolen in a brazen robbery, like I said. I am also going to let you take a listen to what the Assistant Commissioner of Popo, his name is Cleon Marsh, as it pertains to the investigation. I am going to let you hear what one of the directors of Beryllium, his name is Commander Overton, George Overton, has to say about things that went wrong and things that have been improved and things that can be improved. I am also going to let you take a look to what an expert in the field of security, his name is Robert Fincy Smith, has to say about the situation and what is the best time for them to replenish these ATM machines. So this is what the Assistant Commissioner had to say as it pertains to this case. They have made significant progress. It is in an advanced stage of the investigation. However, no sorts of cash have been recovered. However, they've identified a suspect. It is complex. The breakthrough is imminent. That means people are going to get catch, people are going to get locked up, people are going to be DEADING. Take a listen, take a look to exactly what he has to say.
I am very proud at this moment to announce that we're very advanced in terms of the progress of our investigation. We're making steady progress. The investigation has grown without giving out too many details at this time because of the sensitivity I'm sure you can appreciate. We've not recovered any sums as yet, but we've identified who we think are the possible perpetrators, and we are making inroads in concluding this investigation. It's very complex and multifaceted, but we are up to the task, and we're very optimistic that a breakthrough is imminent.
So people, when we analyze what the commissioner is saying, we should feel good. However, like we know in Jamaica, promise is a comfort to a fool. So pretty much we've heard it all before, all of the promises, all of the smoking guns that exist, only for it to turn out to be a little whimper. We have to ask the question most significantly. Based on information that I am hearing, it is said that the 100-man Popo station was just a stone's throw away from where the incident actually took place. So you're telling me of all the information that I got that they found in excess of 90-something 9mm spent shell, in excess of 70-something high-powered rifle, meaning M to the 16, meaning A to the R, meaning A to the K, caliber of rifles such as those. I did not see one Popo car on the scene of the crime. I saw one outside, look like he is hiding. Maybe he knows something that I don't know, but people, this whole thing sounds very suspicious. However, I am here to tell you, your blogger gave the Popo specifically CTAC some information which was relayed to the commander, the commissioner of Popo, with pictures, with names, with AKA of these people. So hopefully they are following through like they promised to do. So people, do not lose hope. Now, in an interview with the media, one of the directors of Beryllium, Commander George Overton, when he was asked, what is your assessment of the situation, he said that you cannot really blame the guards. You have to blame these new breed of gunmen. They are brazen. He claims that they have made changes wherein these security guards are better prepared. So therefore, the last incident is not like the first one, even though both of them were in Portmore. There was no sorts of walkover. They put up some sorts of resistance. However, he asked the question, he put his foot in his mouth. Him say, what are we to do? The critics are going to talk because that is what the critics do. However, until you are faced with these new breed of GUNMEN, hindsight is 2020. People, do you hear what this man had to say? I am going to play the voice note with that interview so you can listen, and then I will give my piece.
What we did, I am not going to get into the nitty-gritty of what we did, but it enabled the type of defense that was put up. It was not a simple walkover. There was a fairly good defense. But again, when you are outnumbered and outgunned, what do? There's so much more that can be done, but how do you do everything and who pays for everything? When you operate in a perfect environment, you can do anything you want to do and you can say anything you want to say. And remember, hindsight is also 2020. When you are in the moment and you are making decisions, because whilst we have laid down operating procedures, the person in charge of that crew has to use his initiative based on his immediate and assessment of the situation. So some discretionary calls are made at the point in time. So we can talk about all we want in a perfect world. We can rehearse all we want in a perfect world. You have to respond to what you see on the ground when you get there.
Now, people, if there's one thing that I realize with a lot of these people, that act as if they are entitled. Act as if they are smarter than thou, them smart than everybody else. They do not listen and they do not learn from their own mistake. People, you saw the vehicle that was used by these security guards. It was like some sorts of plastic toy car. There was obviously no sorts of bulletproof glass in any of the window of that vehicle that we saw. It was like a paper vehicle. 4 people in the vehicle and 4 people got hit. So people, that is 4 out of 4. 100% at least. Maybe one of the person that got hit was hit by the splinter from the glass, from the ATM machine. But people, whenever you go on any sort of operation and 4 out of 5 people or 3 out of 4 people get hit, almost lose their life, that is not any sort of success. That is being caught lapsing. That is being caught slipping. There is no way after about a month or so where people lose them life, people almost lose them life, people get grazed, you come back and you do the same thing once again at Portmore, once again Beryllium, once again at the ATM machine. And there is no sorts of other guards in any other sorts of car, depend any sorts of rooftop, or look down and secure the perimeter. You were caught slipping. It is as easy as that. It has nothing to do with any sorts of new breed of thief or whenever you come engaged in any sorts of situation like that. It is called he who fails to prepare, prepares to fail. And the failure is because these people are penny-wise and pound-foolish. These people are charging these financial institutions, their clients, to transfer their money. However, them a imp and a skimp upon the security. Them now buy the proper vehicle. They are definitely not putting enough men on the spot, meaning that some people are start the machine, some people outside are watch. Some people are stand guard. But people, we should not be surprised seeing that this same person, Mr. Overton, which is one of the directors of Beryllium Security, he does not want to pay his security guards, and even after they have increased their salary since 2022, it is now 2023, those persons are yet to be paid. So therefore, if he does not want to pay his own employees, do you think that he is going to buy the proper vehicle? Make sure say him hire more people to add to the expense of the company. So therefore, people, that is why I say they are penny-wise and pound-foolish. That is why I say they did not make the proper preparation. So therefore, that is why their company is failing. That is why their clients are losing millions of dollars each and every month. Based on information that I have gotten, it is said that Beryllium has lost in excess, well, not Beryllium, their clients, in excess of $53 million in 3 hits. The latest 2 hit, both of them in Portmore. $10 million 4 weeks ago, and then $23.2 million. That is $33.2 million in a just 1 month. People, you know, see something wrong. People are even asking the question, how is it that these gunmen know to show up on spots? Do they have some sorts of crystal ball, or is there some sorts of inside link that is tipping off these people and make them know, say, listen, we are going to Portmore, we have 23 million, just come blaze up the place and take away the cash and take away on yourself. People, this is exactly what happens, and a bad example of when you have people that consider themselves to be security expert. Persons that are always on the radio and act as if they are security expert, and they themselves, they are not practicing what they are preaching. They themselves are trying to go or increase their profit line, so therefore they put their employees' life on the line. They have not learned from the 4 weeks ago experience that they have. This time it is no sorts of different. This time they were caught off guard, and they are security guard once again. People, it is called insanity whenever you do the same thing over and over and expect different results. And people, you see the results that Beryllium and their clients have been getting, an epic failure. So people, I let you hear what the Assistant Commissioner of Popo had to say. His name is Cleon Marsh. I let you hear what Commander Overton, George Overton of Beryllium had to say. Now I'm going to let you listen to an actual expert in security. His name is Robert Fincy Smith. Take a listen to what he has to say. What type of measures need to be put in by these security companies to make sure say them stand a better chance of not getting robbed and losing their life. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
I would schedule as best as I could restocking of these ATMs between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. No car or vehicle could hang around the ATMs without attracting attention, because nobody's supposed to be there at that time of morning.
Now people, we listen to the commissioner, assistant commissioner, and we listen to Mr. Overton. Obviously, Mr. Overton is going to be a bit biased because his company, in which he is one of the directors, was caught slipping at least 2 or 3 times. So therefore, he is going to speak with the intention of covering up for his company. However, when we listen to Mr. Smith, a noted security expert, somebody that is always on TV, always on radio giving advice, and what he has to say, it makes more sense than what Mr. Overton has to say. The man is saying that if you start these ATM machine between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. in the morning, people still there in them bed, people not get up to go to work yet, so therefore it is easier for you to go through the traffic. You would notice if any sorts of car they in the parking lot in front of the ATM machine, they would be quite obvious, as opposed to 12 noon in the middle, brawling broad daylight, wherein there's a whole bunch of traffic, people are going about their business. You don't know who is who. However, 2 to 4 o'clock in the morning, you are going to know if something looks suspicious. And even better, you are going to have the BANK-ATM, not only security in a one vehicle, bulletproof vehicle at that. you're going to also have other guards standing guard outside like they should have been doing all this time. So therefore, you won't get caught with your pants down and the gunman them bend you over and SCREW you over. As simple as that. Simple mathematics. You do not have to be any sort of brain surgeon to know that. So we have to ask the directors of this company, Beryllium, are you going to continue making the same mistake over and over because you do not want to pay these people? You do not want to affect your bottom line as it pertains to profit. How many more security guards are going to get caught up? How many more innocent people are going to lose their life or get injured? How many other people have to go take up your WAR, as in the license fire piece holder that was defending Beryllium, almost lose him life, get some sort of tall up rifle can in a him ASS. As a matter of fact, the latest incident, it is said that a mother and her daughter just came out the car, went into the ATM machine, fear car spray up. She and her daughter almost lose them life. They were traumatized. People, it makes absolutely no sorts of sense what is going on. We know that these criminals, they are not going to stop. Them love money. Them have a thirst for BLOOD. So therefore, you have to prepare yourself. You have to make it hard for them to get this cash. Whenever you lay yourself open, you are going to get FUCK. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel, which is in the description of this video. Bless up.